Build a spiritual and soul homeland. Xiefeng, June 12, 2003. Open the windows and the sunlight and fresh air will come in. Take a broad view and you will see faraway mountains are fresh and green. Stay and study in Lifechanyuan will a new life begin. You will see endless good fortune in future world. Lifechanyuan is a mental and spiritual habitat, a spiritual homeland for people who are ordinary, kind-hearted, honest, hard-working, and knowledgeable, a college to understand the meaning of life and the significance of human life, a transfer station leading to supreme life space. When you feel incompetent, exhausted, and gaunt and confused, you should take time to Lifechanyuan to listen other people's understanding of human life, to experience the peaceful atmosphere, to see if there are unworldly higher beings. There are 36 dimensional spaces in the universe. Every space is a huge world which includes supreme life space, low life space, and middle-level life space. Lifechanyuan will present people the mysteries of every life space. Through explaining the universe, time, and space, Lifechanyuan will escort people to set foot on the road of superspace and run to another beautiful and attractive life world. Human life is full of misfortune, suffering, regret, and helplessness. Troubles and worries tangle us all the time. Many puzzling mysteries of human life make us feel contradictory. Unpredictable situations and unexpected good or bad fortune make us anxious. Undesirable and troublesome things often make us sleepless. Disease and hunger often threatens us. From time to time, the complicated and changeable interpersonal relationships entrap us into the painful abyss. Survival competition oppress us. Make our tired body lost in a miserable swirl after another. Why is human life like this? Why can't we get out of the trouble? Why can't we control the track of our own life? For thousands of years, intelligent people look for answers. Jesus, Sakyamuni, Muhammad, and Lao Tzu make painstaking effort for us. Marx, Lenin, Mao Zedong, Thomas Jefferson, and Lincoln exert their utmost efforts for us and try to build a peace world and where everyone is equal and happy. Moses, St. Paul, Mahavira, Zoroaster, Manes, Fatuamonii, Dante, Sais, and other sages undergo hardships to lead us into a joyful and happy family. However, the true answer seems far away from us. It still needs to take a long way to get closer to the shore of the truth. The development of the science provides us the key to the truth. Einstein, Newton, Galileo, Faraday, Stephen Hawking, and other scientists paved steps to the door of the truth for us. Edison, Rockefeller, Henry Ford, and Bill Gates create necessary utility tools for us. Plato, Ibn Sina, Zhu Xi, Aristotle, René Descartes, Bacon, Adam Smith, Rousseau, Voltaire, Malthus, Darwin, Freud, and other masters provide us necessary tool of rational thinking. Now, it is time to carry on the past heritage and open up the future, to rectify our foundation and to purify our origin, to absorb the essences of human intelligence, and to develop a new era. Lifechanyuan not only solved the problem that if there is the greatest creator, the origin of the universe and life, the necessity and incidental, the karma, the previous life and the future world, the God, Buddha, and celestials in the universe, but also arrange the best way to people, strive to liberate you from suffering, lead you to develop into supreme life space, and make your life bring out beautiful flowers in the everlasting space. I hope people who want to self-refine in mortal world could participate in Lifechanyuan, such as hermits, religionist, president, Nobel laureate, billionaire, scientist, entrepreneur, literateur, public functionary, teacher, worker, farmer, rank-and-life soldiers, merchant, and homeless tramp. As long as you can explain a question about universe, space, or life, and your theory can't be demolished, you can make contribution to Lifechanyuan. Lifechanyuan doesn't belong to a country, a nation, a religion, a political party, or an organization and individual. Lifechanyuan isn't a religion form, so there isn't special ceremony and demand. Lifechanyuan isn't a company, so it doesn't participate in activity aiming at profit. Lifechanyuan isn't a political party, so it doesn't have constitution and doesn't participate in any political activities. Startup words. A ship full loaded with new life is sailing. A new era is coming. We are in an era of economic growth, material prosperous, spirit poor, and heart gloomy, an era which pay much more attention to reality and materialization, in an era of lacking belief. Cultivate conscience, educate mankind, seed civilization, and enlighten spirit, which are every sage's glorious mission. It is the calling of the era to build a mental and spiritual homeland. The greatest thought is rational thinking. The rational power is the most powerful power among humankinds. Compared to the 36-dimensional space, human beings are in a very limited world, so we need to tell ignorant people the vast space system and let them know the principle of why am I being me? What do I live for? First of all, a great era must be guided by a great thought. If there aren't powerful supports from the mental and the liberation of the spirit, the economic development can but result in human beings' universal corruption and decadence. Although thoughts of sages in history shine lights of rationality, none of their thoughts can meet current people's mental and spiritual desire. Although all religions make indelible contribution to the civilization of mankind, every existing religion has its limitation and can't guide current mankind. A theory, a thought. We have to doubt it if it exists over 1,000 years but can't bring peace to the world and can't bring joyfulness and happiness to the life. A theory or a thought, if it can't be accepted heart and soul, but be accepted by putting to use state apparatus, power and institution, inflammatory and fraudulent way or material lure. If it promises a bright future but can't figure out the scene, we have to think deeply about the theory and thought. A theory or a thought, if it can't make people enjoy the happiness of this present life, if it thinks that only suffering can get otherworldly blessing, it is either pettifogging or irrational. Before everything is clear, firstly, we should believe in science, truth, and logical deduction. We believe that people standing at the peak of science is closest to truth. Undeniable, the great soul surpasses science and space-time. Their thoughts can't be accepted generally, which is the sad part of the great soul. If the great soul can't bring humankind current happiness and future hope, its value is less than a rainfall. Lifechanyuan is a place to gather great soul. The great soul isn't life from low life space and middle-level space, but from supreme life space. Before the World War I, the 1,000-year world, the 10,000-year world, and the Elysium world has sent millions of supreme lives to mortal world the great soul. Lifechanyuan is to tell these great souls that, instead of enjoying the joyfulness in mortal world, you come to mortal world is to explain the mystery of the universe, the essence of human life, to save people who have a rough time, and to make people enjoy happiness and joyfulness in mortal world. You can never make transmigration in mortal world again, because you will lose your nature and your way to home once you went through transmigration above 3 times. The greatest creator loves and cares humankind. Before material prosperous and moral degeneration, he has to save people from disaster in case of resulting in the flooding tragedy of Noah era. When people have no fear of force, then great force descends upon them. We must make people know the meaning of these words. Henry Van Dyke was an American author, educator, poet, playwright, and clergyman once said, "Men of privilege without power are waste material. Men of enlightenment without influence are the poorest kind of rubbish. Men of intellectual and moral and religious culture, who are not active forces for good in society, are not worth what is a cost to produce and keep them." You are great soul with great thought. If you were a president and only considered your own political party, group, and private benefits rather than the benefits of the whole country, you couldn't be called a great soul. If you had university education but don't service to humankind, you are not a great soul. If you get wealth from the world but don't want to pay back to society, you would be an inferior soul. If you were an advanced official, only try hard to win promotion and to get rich and to make one's ancestor illustrious, instead of bringing benefit to your citizens, you are also an inferior soul. If you don't make progress but lead a befuddled life when you make a little achievements, you aren't a great soul too. Great soul among human beings should be taken to supreme life space. Inferior soul among human beings must be taken to the low life space. Nobody wants to place the excrement of the toilet in the living room and place the good wines and dainty dishes in the toilet. Even so, the human beings, how about the order of the greatest creator? Only when the people around us are happier, the greatest soul can calm. Only when we contribute our knowledge to human society selflessly, our soul is capable of getting into the supreme life space. Open the windows and the sunlight and fresh air will come in. Take a broad view, and you will see faraway mountains are fresh and green. So you should open the window to the soul and fix your vision onto further future. For millions of years, human beings always feel their way in the confusion situation. They don't know there is always room for improvement. They suffer meaningless hardship, pain, and sorrow. Because people don't know the mystery of life, they trample their own and other people's life. Because they don't revere the greatest creator, they can but transmigrate again and again among the low life space. Because there isn't a great sapiential guide, we have to follow the wrong guidance blindly. Hardly can people ask himself that. What am I busy for? Is it significant to my life? What is the difference between myself and the onrushing worm? People living on instinct, fame, and emotion can but fall into the same old trap forever. The frog in the bottom of the well always thinks that the place it lives is the ocean and sea. The sky it sees is the universe. People living on intelligence can have good view of thousand rivers and million mountains. However, people living on spiritual nature can pass through the limitation of the space and enjoy the infinite charming scene. In boundless universe, don't lead a befuddled life in the low life space. Don't fight and grab in the worldly confusion. Don't sigh in the wrong thinking vortex. Don't destroy life and ultimately hurt yourself. The ship of Lifechanyuan will take people possessing intelligence and spiritual nature to the ocean of the truth to enjoy the real pleasure of life. The greatest creator is just because he arranges procedure of place where people should go in future strictly depending on people's actions in mortal world. People with higher spiritual nature can go to supreme life space, and people with lower spiritual nature must go to low life space. Tao is just because it records everybody's deeds forever. People who follow the principle of the greatest creator and want to pursuing the truth, please contribute your talent and knowledge. Don't sigh for injustices around you. Don't crush out your intelligence and wisdom. Don't think you have no future. Don't hide at home to suffer. Your life will release multicolored anima. If only you seek for the Tao of the greatest creator, then you will find out that you aren't the person you imagine. As long as you work hard, you will be loved by the greatest creator and the humankind. The ship of new life is sailing. To people who want to follow the way of Jesus, Sakyamuni, Muhammad, Lao Tzu, and other sages, those who desire to explore the mystery of the time-space, those who want to go to supreme life space and want to have telepathy, please get on our ship now. Lifechanyuan will take you to an unimaginable, secret, boundless, wonderful, relaxed and happy, excited and desirable place. Where is the proper place to place our life? God is always with me. God will always be with you.